All right, everybody. Here I am with Shadow, the coach for Hoenn of the Chicken Rice Septiles, which is a funny name for a team. How you doing today?
Hello. Uh,
How you doing
yes.
today?
I am doing fine. Sorry, I think your mic cut off.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
so. All right.
anyway, it's
Yep.
called the Chicken Rice Septiles because I thought we were supposed to name our teams based on our countries, and I was like, oh, what's my country known for? Chicken rice, and I had a chicken septile image in the back. So
I think it's more based on usually a city, but this is a funny way of doing it.
yeah.
But hey, we're all right. So I guess we'll start the way everybody else has been starting. What was your idea going into this draft? Did you have any plans or what's going on?
Uh, all right. This was my first time participating in a national dex draft, so I wanted to have as much fun as I could. So I just Well, I mean, Landorus is Paldea Dexmon, but I saw as like a Pokemon I hadn't used before,
Yep.
so I knew I wanted to start off that.
It's also much better in Napdex than it is in Paldea Dex. So
Yeah, definitely. You have options like Defog, Explosion, and a lot of other stuff.
rock polish.
Ooh, yeah, Rock Polish Sword Stance. Definitely more fluid in National Dex. Actually, I'm pretty sure I didn't bring Rock Polish to games, surprisingly. So,
Interesting.
but yeah, and then as for Terra Buzzwole, I was looking at the tier twos, and like there were so many strong Pokemon there, so it was hard to choose one. But then I remember like I really love bug types, and Buzzwole was there, and I was like, oh, I have to try Terra Buzzwole because like you can barely use it unless you play National Dex OU, and I rarely play that, so I knew it was something I wanted to try.
Yeah. What did you? Did it impress you? Like how was it for you? I have no experience with Terra Buzzwole, so I don't really know what it does.
It has so much defense. It's like defense stat is
Yeah,
insane.
it's bulky
So
as
like
fuck.
I just win against every physical mon with whatever Terra I wanted, and occasionally I'd mix it up and bring a Scarf set. Like one of my favorite sets was Terra Dragon Outrage Scarfed. Like I only brought to the finals, but I feel like it was pretty effective because
That's
my
funny.
team was my team was lacking a Dragon type, like other than Mega Sceptile, but that didn't do anything. So yeah.
Yeah, Mega Sceptile tends to not do anything unless you're in Radical Red. Um,
Really sad about Mega Sceptile actually. Like I wanted Mega Sceptile to do more because it was sort of like my mascot pick, but it just didn't do anything.
yeah, for
Like
sure, for sure.
the one time it could have done something, it missed and lost me the game.
So basically, it's an Iron Bundle, but bad. Cool.
Yeah, it's bad Iron Bundle.
And
Misses
I'm not
everything.
a big Iron Bundle guy, so
I think I'm never drafting Iron Bundle because it only has like 2, 3 moves to bring, and like that's
right.
really boring.
Yes, it is very boring. I agree. I drafted it for a league, and I ran the same two sets. You either run specs or you run heavy duty boots. There's no reason to run anything else.
Yeah. Okay, so
Maybe you'll
originally,
run maybe you'll run Scarf against the fucking Dragapult.
yeah, but like, okay, that's true. That's just one time. But other than that, you're running booster energy. Ugh. Let's see. Greninja was a trade, I believe. It used to be Empoleon because I looked at Landorus and Empoleon and I thought they had really good synergy together. Because,
I think Empoleon was heavily overtiered this season because people were glazing Roost.
ooh, definitely. So it was like Empoleon could take ice type attacks, water type attacks for Landorus,
Yeah,
and
sure,
it
yeah.
turned Landers would like have ground immunity and whatnot. But then I realized Empoleon just does not fit this team. Like the team became so offensive. Like after drafting Victini, Weavile,
Zoroark.
Zoroark, and
Yep.
Hisuian, like I needed stuff that was just not Empoleon.
Right.
So Greninja was the go-to.
You don't have a steal in this draft. That's interesting.
Honestly, this draft was a go as I picked as I went. So after Empoleon was gone, yeah, I had no more steel type. It's a very offensive based draft. Like I
And I
have
guess Buzzwole doesn't mind Terra stealing.
yeah, I mean Buzzwole can be any Terra. You can like Terra Poison, Terra
Yeah,
Electric,
sure.
Terra Steel, anything defensive, and it just walls.
You ever
It's
bring
mostly
Terra? You ever bring Terra Ice Buzzwole and click Ice Punch?
no, actually,
Terra Blast
I
would do more than
didn't.
Ice Punch anyway, so I don't know what I'm saying. But
Can't get Terra Blast is not in the games. So
yeah, Buzzwole doesn't get Terra Blast. I
yeah,
forgot about that.
kind of sad. Kind of sad.
None of the Ultra Beasts
Like,
get Terra Blast. Pretty sure
I mean, they'd be broken anyway with it.
that's true.
Uh, so yeah, it's a very click button draft. Like Victini is a cleaner, Greninja's a cleaner, Weavile's a cleaner. Lantern is one of my favorite mons on the draft. Actually, it has done so much for me as a pivot in general. Just like coming in, taking hits, and switching out.
I think Lantern is underrated in draft in general.
Definitely. I had
Just that,
one game.
just that typing is just that good.
Definitely. That's why Rotom Wash is like so good, especially with Levitate, because it's not a
Yeah,
real electric type. It's just a water type. It
it's a
happens to
water
have
type that beats other bulky waters.
yeah.
Yeah,
So Lantern with the double immunity to electric and water has been really useful. And one of my favorite Lantern sets that I brought was I'm pretty sure it was against he left the draft but it's against Boston Idiot Oshawotts who had a Needle King. So I brought Shuka Berry Hydro Pump Sucker Punch on Lantern.
oh, that's cool.
Because Hydro Pump only got Needle King down to 80 to 90%, because Lantern is kind of weak.
But sucker killed after.
Yeah, but Sucker Kill, and it worked. So
Did it
yeah,
need any?
Lantern.
Did it need any attack investment to kill with sucker after the Hydro?
Oh wait, let me pull up the team real quick. I'm pretty sure it did not though.
Let me check.
The Boston. No, I had negative. I
Oh,
had a calm
it was
lantern.
negative attack. Okay, cool.
I was a calm lantern with 44 special attack. So yeah, I plan to just bait in Needle King with Volt Switch, and it worked. So lantern.
Yeah, I brought Shuka in a mock. I brought Shuka Lantern into Nido King and rolled his Nido King against Jonas.
Ooh.
I don't know I don't even remember who has Lantern in Div 4, but I like that mon. About Wheezing Galler. Did you enjoy Wheezing Galler?
Using Galar, I guess it's because I needed like a fairy and a defog and a ground. No, I didn't need a ground immunity. I just needed a fairy, a defog, and a poison type in one slot. So Weezing Galar was the obvious pick because it was
Roll compression. Yeah,
yeah, and it was so cheap, like tier 4,
yeah. I think
I
it's tier 4.
believe. So yeah, really cheap, good decent defensive bulk. Like doesn't have that much recovery as others because just pain split. I mean, you could say the same for Lantern, but it was nice to have like something that could prevent sweeps with like clear smog.
Someone needs to explain to me why Lantern doesn't get parabolic charge. It looks like a mon that should get parabolic charge.
Ooh, that would be so interesting. Yeah, because Lantern just does not have recovery unless you want to run like leftovers plus Aqua Ring to have extra recovery. But I can't see why you run Aqua Ring.
Aqua Ring is crazy.
Oh, there's also stockpile and swallow. Wow. I've never seen anyone use stockpile actually.
Uh, Outside of the regular game, I've never seen anyone use stockpile either.
Yeah.
I think I might have seen a stockpile swallot brought to a game once, but it didn't do anything. Yeah.
That's to be expected. It's a swallow. Okay, I think I'm looking down at Swalot. I apologize to all the Swalot fans, if
As
there are
long
any.
as you don't offend a Lowland Persian, I think we'll be fine. Um,
Lowland version.
that Mon is goaded.
Oh, I drafted a Lowland version recently.
Was it goaded?
I traded it away.
Ah, L.
Traded for Dodrio. Oops.
Why? Wait, why on earth did you trade a Lowland Persian for a Dodrio?
Oh, Dodrio
That's
and Lantern, so
that's a crime.
needed a pivot and more offensive mons. I mean, a Lowland Persian pivots, but it doesn't do as much damage as I would love. I wish a Lowland Persian got body press. That would make it so cool. Like,
Alright. So I'm a little curious. What did your team do about bulky fairies, especially bulky water fairies? Azu's a problem for this draft.
this is why we have Buzzwole.
Terra, yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty much.
just, just become Terra. Like it's Azu and become Terra Poison, I guess, and like it just falls it. Yeah, I mean, fairies were a really big threat to my draft. I'd have to
Yeah,
run stuff like Scarf Greninja, or just outspeed them and kill them with anything I had. Scarf
I mean
Greninja, Scarf
your
Landorus.
fairy resist are Weezing, which is fine, but it's not doing anything back.
Mhm.
Um, I
Well,
mean,
there's a whole Victini.
Gunk Shot probably does okay, but it's not.
Yeah,
One, it has to hit. Number two, you have to be running Gunk Shot on your Weezing. Uh,
true.
and then Victini's, you don't want to run that defensively almost ever.
Mm, yeah,
Even though it can run defensive, it has the stats to run defensive. It just doesn't want to run defensive because it wants to be clicking V create.
I'm pretty sure I ran a Assault Vest Victini in one match.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
possible, especially if like
I'm curious
Enamorus.
about now. I'm curious about something. Victini,
Hmm?
Assault Vest, Primarina. Do you think your Assault Vest Victini takes a modest Hydro Pump?
I think so. I want to think so.
Let's see.
In my head, it does like
I'll tell you right now,
80.
Psychic Noise does 51 to 61. So I don't
Wait,
think you're
hold up.
leading a Hydro Pump.
I don't think I'm living a Hydro Pump. Never mind. It went better in my head. Hold up. Really? I need to check this calc.
Oh wait, that is that's a cool. That's that. I know why. I know why because it's actually making it a water type move. No, you do live a Hydro Pump
Oh,
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
Liquid Voice. It makes Psychic Noise a water type move. That's cool.
Ooh, liquid voice. I don't know. In OU, I mostly bring Torrent because
No,
you want to run.
everyone usually brings Torrent, but apparently now they're bringing Liquid Voice to run Psychic Noise Stab, which is
Oh,
interesting.
because I've been, I've, I like alluring voice actually more than psychic noise being water type. Because I like to have like substitute, fairy move that goes through substitute instead of a water move. I feel.
I like having Draining Kiss as my fairy move.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Recovery is always great.
Okay, so yes, your Assault Vest does live a modest Hydro Pump. Not a Specs Hydro Pump, but
Of course.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
looking at all my
I
games.
don't think you expected it to live a Specs Hydro Pump though.
I mean, looking at all my games, my Victinis are either Choice Band or Choice Scarf.
That is the Victini. Heavy duty boots is fine. Assault vest I've seen do well.
I mean, it's to be expected, I guess. Nothing switches into
V create
V-Create.
Bolt Strike.
I mean,
Yeah.
you just V-Create everything, it just does so much damage. It's so hard to do something against it. Oh wait, no, I brought Assault Vest Victini to playoffs. It was to take hits from Noivern, I believe.
V create does a
And
whopping 36 to 42 to a max HP Asu. That's not bad.
yeah, like when building
I'm calcing all your teams against water fairies because yeah.
water.
Your solution is Terra, which I don't like is a solution technically, but having to bring your Terramon as a specific type to beat a specific Pokemon means you can't really do much with it, and it's easier to prep against. Know what I mean?
That's true. I feel like most of the time it's just power through them with my team. Like I don't most of the like
Beat them
my
offensively. Yeah.
yeah, just kill them like Lantern, Pivot, Weezing Galar switches out most of the time, I guess. I feel like I barely brought Weezing Galar other than the defog.
I like Weezingale as a sort of. I think Misty Surge is underrated.
Misty Surge has its uses, definitely. But I'm pretty sure most of my sets were
Probably
Levitate.
Levitate. Yeah.
Yeah. Except the one time I brought Neutralizing Gas to use defog against Goldango.
Are you dying to a make it rain?
It worked. The Goldango switched into defog.
Okay, fair enough.
And then I just went back into
Okay, but he
Lantern.
should know you're a neutralizing gas because it shows up. So it worked because
I
your opponent was bad. Okay, got it.
Oops.
That's fine.
I had to get the
If
defog
your
down.
opponent is watching, everyone makes mistakes. I've done stupid things in draft league games too.
Amen to that. I have. You see Vulpix over there?
Just the other day, I was in on a Blaziken. It was his last mon. I was in a superior. He had to press protect to outspeed me. I had substitute on my superior, but my dumbass predicted quote unquote protect because I could have just clicked substitute, right? Instead, my dumbass quote unquote predicted protect by doubling into Scarf Curum, not realizing he could just click protect again. Everyone makes stupid decisions. I ended up
Yeah.
losing to that fucking Blaziken.
For me, just last week I had a battle of Deoxys. I was using Deoxys speed, and I misread all of my Psycho boosts. Like I Psycho boost, he switches into Zarude. I Superpower, he does not switch out. Yeah.
Sometimes you just get unfortunate with your reads. Yeah,
Oh, and you see the Vulpix over there?
I do see the Vulpix
My
to
team?
come to a game.
It came to a few games. Like the plan was
Is it there
Vulpix.
just for Victini?
No, Vulpix beats Rain.
It
It
does
boosts
beat
his
Rain.
V-Create, and it gives Landorus Fire type Weather Ball.
Okay, yeah, it does do that.
The problem is, I think 2 or 3 out of the 3 games I brought Vulpix, I brought Flash Fire
On accident or
on accident.
I don't know why I asked on accident. There's absolutely no way you intentionally brought Flashfire Vulpix. I brought Keen-Eye Pelipper on accident a couple times.
I mean, it happens, I guess, but it's so frustrating. And
One time I was playing a sand team and I was a rain team and I brought Keen-Eye Pelipper.
Oh, that's so over, man. You.
I still won that game.
Oh, what? The prep was real.
I didn't need raid, apparently.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Let's see what Zorok Hisui. So
Yeah.
originally the draft had Swampert and Wiggly Wigglytuff, but I needed Ghost type. I think
Originally,
I
you
don't
had
know
Wiggly,
why.
and you needed a real Pokemon because Wigglytuff's not a
Yeah.
real Pokemon.
I mean, I was thinking I could use a Wish Faster, then my
Like
team got so much more.
Vulpix is more bringable than Wigglytuff. There's my hot take. Uh,
I mean, Wish Faster. Then I realized, wait, Wish Pass? But I'm just gonna tap killing buttons.
yeah, what are you wish passing to? Your Buzzwole that's gonna click Roost anyway? Just
So
your
yeah, Zorok.
Lantern? You really want to spend turns wish passing to your Lantern?
So Zorok Hisui spent most games as a lead. Like I
Yeah,
would lead
yeah.
with Zoroark, and I would like either press sub or nasty plot, or I'd be throat spray hyper voice, and I'd just do a lot of damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Like just a good lead in general.
Zoroark Hisui Weavile is quite good because not a lot of things check both of them.
Yeah, definitely. Both very fast, threatening Pokemon.
No,
And Zoroark Hisui just has an amazing type. Like immunity to Ghost, Fighting, and Normal is insane.
for sure, for sure. No one can no as your Zoroark's still there, no one can click their fighting move into Weavile and be certain it's gonna work. Which is like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
mind game that's very annoying. Especially in draft. Did you bring a
Um,
Protean or Battle Bond Greninja more?
I'm pretty sure Battle Bond, because Battle Bond, the stat boost it gives was just much more valuable.
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
Greninja, most games would be a end game cleaner.
I think Water Shuriken Battle Bond is crazy.
Definitely. I mean, it doesn't get the buff anymore, but it's still a good priority move to have.
Well, I'm just saying, you come in when a mon is really low, you click water, like a fast sweeper is really low. You come in with your Battle Bond Greninja, you click Water Shuriken, you kill it, and then all of a sudden your sweeper threat is out instead of theirs.
hmm Yeah, most of my Greninja sets were Battle Bond, and if it was Protein, it would be Scarfed.
Yeah, I think
Oh, and I had
Protean.
a
I think if you're Protean, you want Scarf or Specs. You don't want any other set, in my opinion. If you're Protean.
Mhm. Especially after that nerf.
Well,
It's so
yeah,
hard.
yeah. Definitely before the nerf, it should be banned in all draft leagues. No one should
For
be
sure.
allowing pre-nerf Greninja with Protean in draft league. That's not a thing that should be allowed. Um,
Pre-nerf Protean was so fun though. Like
okay,
you just click moves, you would feel sick whenever you click the
yeah.
right move.
Whenever the Meowscarada's in pre-nerf because that happened. It existed pre. Just pretend it existed pre-nerf. Or actually, let's just use Greninja. Whenever Greninja's in pre-nerf and it clicks spikes as someone tries to volt switch
Ooh.
on you, fair. That was
Uh,
very fair.
that was the feeling. Like the spikes into Hidden Power Grass combo and Rotom Wash.
That's disgusting.
Greninja being a menace.
Absolutely disgusting. There's a reason that is not allowed.
One of my favorite Protean sets is Scarfed U-Turn Gunk Shot Rock Slide Ice Beam.
Yeah.
Like I feel
I would just go full physical at that point and run ice punch, but
no, because Ice Beam lets you hit Garchomp and Landorus better
yeah,
than
that's
Ice
true.
Punch. I feel.
That's true.
What else did I cook up?
Let's see. We talked about Lantern, talked about Weezing, talked about Vulpix. You're disappointed in Mega Sceptile. Talked about Buzzwell, talked about Landorus, Victini clicks buttons. I guess we've talked about everything except Weavile, really. I mean, I assume
Weavile.
Weavile did Weavile things, but
I mean, it's just a fast Pokemon that hits very hard. What else do you expect from it, honestly?
yeah, I mean that's
The
Weavile.
only I brought only two unusual sets.
Turns out Chi and Pao at home is still a good Pokemon.
Yep.
That's what Weavile is. It's Chi and Pao at home.
Yeah. The only time I cooked with Weavile was when I brought Scarf Weavile to outspeed Mega Alakazam, and
Nice.
another set where I brought Pickpocket because I wanted to try steal Palafin's Choice Band. So I was
Did
Pickpocket,
you
no
steal
item.
Palafin's Choice Band?
No, the Palafin was Life Orb.
Did you steal the Life Orb?
Actually, was that Life Orb? I can't remember. No, I was more scared of Scarf Palafin, actually, yeah. But I'm pretty sure it was. I don't remember what it was anymore. I'm gonna have to check the replay.
Did you successfully steal the item? That's all I need to
I
know.
did not steal. I did not steal the item. It was a special. It was a special attack Palafin.
Unfortunate. Was it throat spray?
It might have been.
Special attacking
Really,
Palafins are usually throat spray.
but yeah, I was really expecting because I wanted to steal a choice scarf because I wanted Sceptile to
I
do
guess
something.
bro wanted to beat your Buzzwole. As special
Yeah,
attacking. That's the only
definitely.
thing I can imagine is he wanted to beat your Buzzwole.
It's definitely for Buzzwole. Like physical sets, never gonna break Buzzwole.
No.
Never.
Actually, I'm
You
curious.
don't
How
break.
much does Banded Wave Crash do to Buzzwole?
Um, if I remember correctly, I remember taking what's that move? I remember taking the fishes Draco Fish's move for like 80% if banded.
So if he's Banded Wave Crash, he does 51 to 61. Yeah, you click Roost, and then he did more damage to himself than he did to you. Nice. Um,
It's just Buzzwole.
you could also just run Helmet.
Ooh.
And of course, if you're Terra Water, the most this thing is doing to you is like a fourth.
But yeah, Weavile things, Buzzwole things. Yeah, my team just does its own things. For the final, I really relied on Victini doing a lot of damage, so it was a lot of stuff that could uh switch into Victini, like Greninja U-turn, Wheezing eject button,
Yeah.
Explosion Landorus.
Explosion Landorus is funny.
That's all it did for the finals. If you watch all three of them, Landorus came in and clicked Explosion. That's all it did.
You brought it 3 times?
Explosion Landorus scarfed
Bro
Explosion.
let you click Explosion on him 3 times.
It was the only thing Landorus ever did.
You would think in the third game he would pivot to something that would not die to Explosion.
He didn't have anything that would not die. It was either Latias takes a lot of damage or Fable dies.
Okay.
So Fable died.
What team was it?
Big Man equals the Zygardians. Cleveland 10%.
Yes, one of the 20 Ohio people in the league. Nice. Just bring your Sinistcha, bro. Game 3, bring your Sinistcha.
Did not bring Sinistra.
Well,
To be
clearly.
fair, I had a whole Weavile and Victini and Greninja, so and a Zoroark. It was pretty fair not to bring it, I feel.
Yeah, that's true. Your team does beat on ghosts for sure. I mean, just Zoroark, Weavile, Greninja makes Ghost almost unbringable.
Yeah. I have the Pursuit button, the Greninja button, the Ghost Immune Ghost button.
Yeah.
Too many options.
I think you should rename your team the Button Clickers.
Button clickers except for Sceptile.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Hey, Vulpix didn't click buttons, it just came in and died and didn't set sun.
It had Memento and it had Bait and Pass. So that's some. Actually, I'm pretty sure it died. It's a good pivot. If it dies, the pivot.
That's true. That is how that works.
Momentum generation.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, the last game of the on the final week when I needed it to be drought, I really needed it so that Landris could break Celestina. And yeah,
Did you bring it
not a
that
good
game?
flash fire.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Yeah.
It's so depressing.
I
Valpix
hope
is
your
just
Victini beat the Celesteela.
Celestina beat me.
The whole time? Okay, yeah.
Oh, I brought drought to one game.
You brought
Yeah.
Victini 3 times. You brought Drought to 1 game. That's going to be the title of this episode, by the way.
Yes, flash fire Valpix, my favorite.
Yes. Should I make the logo? I wonder if I should make the logo Terra Buzzwole or if I should make it a Vulpix. It'd be funnier if I made it a Vulpix. Uh,
Valpix in the rain.
that would be really funny. Um, did Mega Sceptile have any good games? Like, did it do anything in any of its games?
I brought it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 games.
Wow, it came a
And it only
lot.
has like 3 or 4 kills.
Yikes.
So you know what to expect from there.
Yeah, for sure.
So unfortunate. I'm really
With
sad
the
they didn't
except
do
with the
Step Up.
but what I will say about your draft is with the exception of Vulpix, every mon on your team has legitimate reasons to come to a lot of games, which I am a big fan of. I don't like teams that stack high end heavy and then the lower tiers are just bad, which is a trend of drafts these days, and I think it's bad.
Yeah, I feel like my lower tiers have done so much. Like Lantern in particular,
Yep,
I bring Lantern to almost every game because it's just such a solid pivot.
for sure, for sure.
Like, there are definitely some diamonds in the rough in the lower tiers in this season.
Like a Alolan Persian.
I mean, it has good potential, good defense. I have to admit, good defense, parting shot, U-turn. I can't say it's like entirely bad.
Yeah, because if you said it was entirely bad, you'd be wrong. Um,
I would be wrong. That's a fact.
yes, correct. I will have you know, the percentage of games I brought Alolan Persian, it did great in all of them. Just saying.
Again,
Um,
tier.
all right. I think we talked about every member of your team. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we sign off?
Mm, wait, I need to look at my team one last time before I never use it again.
For sure, for sure.
Overall, just really proud of my performance this season. I guess like
Yeah, for sure.
first place. Oh,
Congratulations.
I mean, it's Hoenn. Not to say Hoenn is bad, but I'm just. I guess I'll be moving on to the bigger leagues now, huh?
You did win. That is how
Yeah.
that works.
Uh.
You think you're ready for the higher divisions?
Hey, I'm planning to bring. And please don't snipe me, future division members. But if I get into Johto, since I don't have much time, I'm planning to just draft Bug Mono. So
Mono
please don't
bug.
snipe Mono Bug. I love bug types.
Oh God. Okay.
So future division members, please don't snipe me. I want I want my bugs.
Okay.
That's all.
So basically, like, I guess, are you drafting Buzzwole again?
Mm, I might, but there are some other bugs I really want to try.
It's like, how many bugs are actually viable in draft? Volcarona, low kicks,
Volcarona,
scissor.
Sizer, Slitherwing, Buzzwole, uh, Scyther sometimes, depending on how you want to
I mean, there's
use
a
it.
lot. I mean, there's plenty of bugs that are viable in draft, but I'm trying to think of like as a cohesion because a lot of them do the same thing. Like you don't want Galvantula and Vikavolt on a draft.
Mm, that's true. But then, like, you can have stuff like, say, Araquanid, which is one of the bugs you use to take fire attacks.
Yeah.
Buzzwole takes all the physical attacks. Sizer's your main. Sizer and low kicks are your priority moves. Ribombee is your only fairy type.
What do you mean? You can draft Cutie Fly, bruh.
We get another UU versus this one.
I'll have you know, Cutie Fly usually gets drafted because it's a low tier Weber. People just draft that thing.
Cutiefly over Cricketune. Ayo.
Yeah. Cutie Fly and Swirlix over Cricketune. I'm never drafting 2-point Cricketune. Fuck that Pokemon.
But whoop. You have to drop it for the cry.
Okay. I don't though.
Yeah, that's fair. Right.
All
I
right.
think
Well,
that's
yeah.
all.
It was good talking to you.
Yeah, same to you.
Good luck with your mono bug team next season. Um, and
Right.
everybody, thanks for watching.
Yep. Have a good one.